What's good, y'all? So one of my supporters sent this screenshot, right? They asked me for my opinion on this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's making me kind of emotional just skimming over it, right? Because I can feel the weight behind this situation. So let me read it to you. She first reached out and said, "So now what if I ask for a break and now he asks for space and asks for no communication, but view everything that I post on social media? And before you ask, I removed him and he flipped and said that if we are actually going to end up back together, then why do I need to remove him? So now I don't know what to do. I want to be with him, but we both have made mistakes. And just though maybe some time apart could be good now, I have days that I think, damn, maybe it's better we don't get back together. But then I think, well, actually, no, I love him so much. I really don't know how life would look without him." Now, I gave her a response, right? But then she sent some more screenshots. And one of the screenshots I want to touch on for an example is the first one. Says, "Hey," excuse me, said, "Hey, can we meet today by any chance? Please let me know." For what? To talk? No, I'm good. I got homeboy at the house and I don't think it's an emergency. I explained what I wanted. What do you need to talk about? So, in other words, this dude told her, no contact. We need space. Um, Unless it's an emergency, that should be the only reason why you're reaching out to me, right? Now, from the outside looking in, right? Because you said something very keen. We both made mistakes. Now, I don't know what your mistake was, right? Because before I even dig into his ass and into this situation, depending on the mistake that you made, his actions could be justified. I don't know what you did. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you cheated. I don't know if there was some type of emotional abuse. I don't know if you were emotionally abusive towards him. I don't know any of that, right? I'm taking it from the perspective of this is somebody that you genuinely loved. This is somebody that you treated right, and they detach from you, or something like that happened. The first thing I want to tell you is stand up. That's the first thing I want to say, right? You're begging him, and in these screenshots he made it very clear he does not want to talk to you unless it's an emergency, and every other day you reach out to him. That's because you're attached. You have an attachment to the situation. You're attached to him, which is valid. You love him. But self-respect has to come in at a certain point. And I can say, at least from the perspective of men, with us, depending on how long we've been in a relationship with you, there's no way in hell we're gonna go no contact with you unless we got somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Now, from the looks of these screenshots too, he does these random things where he views your social media. He texts you every once in a while, talking about, hey, mail's here and all this other type of stuff. That's just a monitoring spirit at that point. No contact is truly no contact. You don't need to see me. We don't need to talk. We don't need to be around each other, anything like that. But the fact that energetic cord is being reopened, yet he's gaslighting you into believing that it's just you that's tripping, that's where the problem comes in, right? The reason why I say this is because, yeah, you're hitting him up I'm sorry, but my glasses are going to be a little bit tilted in this video because I got my mic on. But yeah, you're hitting him up every other couple days, and talking about you miss him and all this other type of stuff. But simultaneously, he's watching everything you do. The moment you get some mail, he's hitting you up. He's doing the same thing. Truthfully speaking, you're viewing this from the perspective of I'm attached and he's detached. No, he's attached too, but he's playing detached, or he's trying to distract himself with something else. Because when a man is truly detached, he wouldn't even been getting the phone call saying you have mail here. He would have went and changed the address. He would have just been putting it under the map, being like, "Hey, every Monday, come get your stuff. There's no reason for me to text you." Um, if it's truly no contact, we need space away from each other. I don't want to see what you do. You get what I'm saying? Because as a man, if I'm sitting here watching you, that means I'm curious about what you're doing. Truthfully speaking, if I'm watching somebody I cut off, I'm trying to see what they did afterwards. Are you gonna go get a new person? Are you gonna you feel me? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit here and keep begging me? Crazy enough, a man's ego, they like when you keep begging. Crazy enough, if you really wanted that man to come back, if you really wanted that man to come back, It would happen the moment you shut the hell up. I'm being honest with you. It When you keep pushing at it, and this is why I said in one of my videos too, when a man ghosts you, there's not much you can do. You have to literally wait for him to want to open up or wait for him to want to reopen that, because you're never going to get the answers or the explanation that you think you're going to get until he's open to that situation. So if you actually wanted him back, you need to go quiet. And during that silence, don't be sitting there wondering about what he's doing. Don't be sitting there trying to anticipate any phone calls. Don't sit there and try doing any of that. Sit there and actually start addressing what happened. Love yourself. And that's not easy. And love yourself is a vague statement for such a hard process, right? Essentially, what I'm telling you to do is take a time out. You're gonna be going through your days thinking about him. You're going to have the energetic pull because you have a soul tie to this person. So it's not like you're just gonna wake up one day and not give a damn, right? I'm going to let you know, like, first, like openly, you're going to have to walk through that healing process. You can't skip it. You're not just going to be able to turn these emotions off. It doesn't matter what I tell you, no actions, no anything. You're not going to be able to just turn off. You're going to have to walk through those emotions and sit in it long enough for you to understand it and move on, because time heals a lot. And chances are, the moment, like, even if you say, like when he reaches out, be like, oh, you got mail or something like that, you don't even got to respond to the text message. Okay, I'll come get it. I don't even got to tell you I'm about to come get it. Thank you. Simple. Start detaching your energy. If he doesn't want to be with you, then move on. You see, I preach self-respect. I preach healing, right? And we have to be honest with ourselves in these situations when somebody's making it clear that they don't want you. When somebody's making it clear that they could give a fuck about you. Do not keep over investing your energy and your spirit into those people, because they don't care that much. They don't care that they don't, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like what I was telling one of my old homegirls, when she was asking for advice and stuff like this about this dude, I'm like, I'm not even finna tell you any manipulation tactics or anything to do to get under his skin, because the core root of all of it, you need to work on your self-esteem. You need to work on your perception of what you deserve and be honest about what you bring to the table. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of men crave that energy that you're bringing. A lot of men want the overly affectionate woman, the woman who keeps hitting them up, who can't get him off her mind. That Men like that. Men want that. However, if you're dealing with a man whose ego is too inflated, where he thinks he's entitled to that type of affection from a woman, this is what you're gonna get. So step back. I believe he made it very clear to you. He told you very truthfully, and he told you very honestly, I don't want to talk to you unless it's an emergency. So make him stand on those words. Mail ain't no damn emergency. Social media, watching your stories, that ain't no goddamn emergency. When people say things, make them stand on what they said, and then makes them realize either A, they shouldn't have said it, and then they start correcting what happened, or B, they stand on it. And if they stand on it, that tells you everything that you need to know. Space will never not give you the answer. Truthfully. Truthfully speaking, you kind of got to listen to him on this aspect. In an aspect of make him stand on it, and you stand on it. By you giving space and you truly going quiet and focusing on yourself, not going quiet to get him back, but going quiet so you can actually figure out what you need to do to move forward and make yourself happy. Even if it's like what I said in that TikTok or that reel, get a new nigga. You get what I'm saying? There's plenty of us around this bitch. You feel me? Just like him, vice versa. I promise you, he's going to get a new girl. All these rules and all this game might be giving you guys there's a level of duality in it. Just as easily as he can move on and go get a new girl, maybe or maybe not. I'm gonna be honest with you. It may be a little bit easier for you to move on, truthfully speaking. Unless this man is some magnificent high vibrational being or a pimp or something like that, he doesn't have that access to women. He doesn't have the amount of options that you probably do. So the process of you moving on and getting another person who probably does the same things that he does, it's probably very high. But the thing is, you don't want anybody who does what he does, because The reason why you're in the situation that you're in is because you dated somebody who does the things that he does, right? So, I mean, yeah, that's my perspective on this. Work on your self-esteem, work on what you actually give a fuck about, right? And like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't know what you did, right? I want you to also be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Have some levels of self-respect. Acknowledge not only what they did to get you in the situation, but what you did to get yourself in this situation. From the very beginning, all the red flags, all the mistakes, all the things you looked over. You know, those are mistakes too. When you saw a trait in somebody and you overlooked it at the beginning because you loved them so much, so you stuck it out, and then that same trait ended up being the reason why you got your heart broke. Yeah, that's real. And you have to have certain levels of accountability with yourself and actually address yourself. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that topic right there. If anybody else has any questions or wants some deeper explanations on anything, you guys can always either comment it or hit my DMs. It's always open for you guys. And if you guys want a little deeper impact, or not even deeper impact, but a deeper dig into my mind, my psyche, and what actually got me to this point of emotional intelligence, I have my books. Message to South Central, which is more of the, life story of how certain things played out in relationships, fucked me over, which is why I could give this advice. And then my, healing meditation, where it was just like the notes that I was taking while healing from a narcissistic relationship, which I think a lot of you guys from reading these like type of messages, you guys are dealing with somewhat of the same things, which is why I felt the energy at the beginning of the video. It's a lot of narcissistic traits happening in this dating scene. So either one of those books may help you guys. But yeah, man, with that being said, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I hope you are loving yourself just as much as I love you guys, because you guys have been doing so much for me. You guys have been helping me. You guys are running up my views. You guys are bringing me so much peace and love. And I really hope I'm able to give that back to y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.